Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, light warriors, old souls, evolving beings. I just want to start by thanking the over 1,500 new listeners that have come in recently, and I hope that you're enjoying the videos. As I've stated before, you do actually want to go back to when I started and follow some of the videos in order to catch up with the information if you are new to the topics. And I will be putting out a couple more videos hopefully soon to help those catch up because nothing is lost. You aren't forgotten. Don't give up. Even if this is the very first time you've ever heard about a portal and the concept of ascension and you're a total mess, and you're sitting there going, I don't know what I can do to get myself out of this rut or to move on or to stop having the same destructive behaviors happen in my life over and over, pulling in the same negative people. It's not over. This is just the beginning, but you have to be willing to jump into your heart and make some changes. And the most incredible thing about portal days is we always quantum leap. But this 11/11/2024 is something that humans truly have never seen. This is a transformation so dramatic that we will be pulled through. It's like we're getting vacuumed up should we choose to move into the higher dimensions. Now, forgive me for my very rough draft picture on the left of this screen, but I was walking along trying to figure out how I was going to explain where we're at and what's happening to us. And the best that I could do was grab a piece of paper and quickly jot down this drawing. I was walking. I actually have nice handwriting. But I was getting information from my guides and I was trying to figure out how I could explain it. So, what is so very special about this portal? And if you go back and listen to my old videos, you'll know that every portal there, I spend special time outside. Oftentimes I don't post because I am actually part of using the grids for transformation. It's as if there are certain ones of us who kind of go ahead and break free, so that we can bring whole new crews along with us. So it's a really massive time. And even listening to the old videos about portal dates, often those portal dates are when the number is the same. So 1/1, 2/2, 3/3, you get the point. 8/8 is always huge. Lionsgate, it's called. But again, this 11/11 is so unbelievably significant. So if you look at my little drawing, those words are 3D, 4D, 5D. And for people who don't understand the different dimensions, you can either take a quick course at Udemy. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but I put a course up there. If you watch the rates and the prices, I mean, sometimes you can get it for $3 or $4. And I mean, I think there's 20 some hours of material there if you are new to Ascension, the concept of it. So if you look at 3D, you see right now, there is only a small opening. This picture is showing you that in the big grand circle of life right now for humans, most are actually in 4D. Those who have awakened, those who have done their work, those who have chosen to see beyond the lies of the structures, who have realized there is a matrix, who really have done the work on themselves. And these people, the groups in 4D, Sorry, something just happened to my computer. The groups in 4D are ones who are choosing to go even further, most of them, into 5D and beyond. So you look at 3D with that small opening. The very first thing that I want you to think of is that already over the last 8 years, actually, a massive amount of individuals who were soulless or who truly had absolutely no remorse, no feelings, no empathy, no caring for mankind. Many of those individuals have already been removed from the planet. Now, I don't want to scare you if you haven't heard this concept before. So again, I highly encourage you to go back and listen to my other videos to catch up and understand what I'm talking about. But the fact is even since 2019 to 2022, the individuals who literally were working to destroy the human's chance at freedom, sovereignty, and true ascension growth have mostly been removed. That is a decision that we don't make. That is a final decision that the soul, if there is one, goes back to source, and source decides if it's going to be obliterated into nothingness and all of its connections forgotten. I will talk about this another time, just for those who are new. Now, with the amount of the awakened individuals hanging in 4D, doing their spiritual work, doing the best they can to evolve, this portal 1111 is going to move you to the right into that little 5D triangle section. And when you are in that section with pure intentions and pure heart, what is happening is it's as if something is going to literally open up so quickly. You are going to attract, again, it's as if your star family, the galactics, the whole crew, you are going to attract and be seen by that energy. And in a sense, it's almost as though you're being sucked through, making this quantum leap to the higher evolved areas, specifically to help in the reconstruction and the creation of new Earth. Now, this is something that everybody who has a soul, who has empathy, who wants to try, can actually move their way through. If your heart is pure, and if you choose to go in that direction. If you look to the left at the 3D in that tiny little opening, not everybody in 3D is going through. Not everybody wants to. Many people who have made choices so clear have no interest in evolving. They may actually be here in this lifetime to simply be a catalyst of negativity to make you have a chance to go through ascension. So, as in all portal days, setting your intentions is important. Well, it's crucial. It's everything. What you want to do in this one is really take a look back temporarily to what has happened to your being, who you are. How different are you from 2019? How different are you from last year even? And what qualities and characteristics do you want to bring forward with you? Which qualities do you want to let go of completely? And how do you envision yourself in 5D? What does 5D and beyond look like to you? So 5D is a spectacular world of really unconditionally loving individuals, of not having time constraints, of the world being your playground, of seeing colors and hearing sounds and experiencing life in ways that we humans don't remember. It is truly like fantasies coming true. And it's where people can actually really enjoy each other's skills, whether you're a woodworker or an artist, or you like to make soap, or you happen to run businesses. It's a place where no one is telling you how you have to live. Nobody is saying, in order to be a good person, you must do A, B, C, D, E as we define it by a law. All of that goes away because when you have pure intentions, you don't need any restrictions. Nobody needs to tell you how things have to operate because the society goes with the flow. Peace and unity exist. And for those of us who have seen it and been there and come back to this world, which is always a shock when you start to remember it, and it has so much in it to process. We can't even tell you in some ways how phenomenal that is. In some ways, we shouldn't tell you because you get to create a reality so magnificent, so beyond what you've ever seen. Why would you want to listen to what my definition of a beautiful reality is? You want to work on creating your own. So in this case, I do really recommend you sit down and you spend some time. Portal days always start, it's probably pretty much the energies are starting today from what I can feel, and they always go at least a few days to a week after. So you want to start prepping now in writing down those clear intentions of what you really want to work on, what you see, and be very careful with the words and what you are putting out there. For example, people are like, well, I need finances. Actually, what you need is abundance, because money or some kind of finance without health is absolutely useless. Money, when you're caught in the old lies of the systems, just creates power. Power hungry, power control, greedy people. So be careful about your intentions. Abundance is prosperity for all, being a sovereign being, being able to just feel joy beyond what you ever think you were capable of. So as you start to write down these intentions, you are actually being very watched over and wanting to meet your soul families, wanting to find your soul tribe in a sense, and to experience new individuals and new beings. These are very exciting things. And you have the opportunity to ask for more of it. You have the opportunity for them to start to bring even more to you, but only if you can let go of your preconceived ideas of what this is supposed to look like. So, what you do is you set your intentions of what you would love to see. Remember me joking just a few days ago? I happen to love cows. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in a place every time I drive a mile, there's a whole new set of cows. How that happens? I'm having a blast with the universe with it and enjoying every little second of it. For me, it's fantastic. But imagine there's going to be somebody who's going to go, that would be my worst nightmare. But we all get to create these new worlds, these new places that we want to be and draw in like magnets a whole new way of living, a whole new way of being. The other thing I want you to think about are golden spirals. As you breathe in, I want you to think of breathing in and pulling in all the highest and best, and breathing out anything that no longer serves you. Putting yourself in a protective bubble, pulling the energy from the highest dimensions, your galactic families. Once you feel yourself vibrating or calm or in a bliss moment, send out golden spirals. And don't define it by judging one group or another. It's sending unconditional love to everything, everyone, every being, every elemental, everything. Those will help you and your light body expand. As we continue to grow into being, in a sense, our own universe. We've actually been at this for the last year. But this is big leap time, 1111. So conceptualizing, accepting this, really feeling into the fact that everything is changing is a very good thing to do. And even if you think, again, you're making things up as you go along, as long as you're doing things that make you feel good, you're okay with that. But also, take that piece of paper and put down those things that you are done with forever. And when I mean forever, this is no joke. If you're only going to get rid of them 20%, be honest with yourself. I'm only getting rid of this habit 20% because I know I can succeed at that. All right? You give 20%, you're going to get so much extra help to get through the next level. But don't turn around and say that you're going to give up something 100% and then fail at it, because that can come back to bite you. So start slowly, but honestly. And always remember that during these portal times, I say it over and over, and I still have to repeat it, but getting outside, grounding, making sure that you're hydrated, all of those things are so very important. And again, when you look at that 5D, just literally like a shutter opening up, you are opening up past this universe. And I'm going to say it slower because when I listened to my last video, I actually didn't understand a couple of my words, and I don't want this misunderstood. The beauty of where we are going through the great central sun and wanting to attach to it, Alcyone, the Pleiades, all of that, you do want to set your sights on. You want to bring that energy into you. You want to allow the magnetism as we are being pulled through the Milky Way to transform you, to transform the world that you see, to transform all the brokenness and chaos that we still have to see for a little while if we choose to put ourselves in that position. Now, the energies are probably going to get really wild. The solar winds, all of the things that have been happening, so many earthquakes, they are necessary. Not all of them are man-made. And there is a lot more positive control going on than people realize. Some of these devastated areas, although I can't condone how situations were handled, I can say that some of them were hit for reasons that most people do not understand. And it's too much to get into right now, because I want to keep you uplifted. I want to keep you positive. I want to keep you focused on great things happening in your now moment. But I will tell you this, the human spirit is phenomenal. And our ability to be gifts to each other when we put ourselves out there is something that even those who don't have physical bodies, those in our spirit world, actually almost envy. There isn't really envy at that level, but sometimes you choose to incarnate because you want to physically feel this type of love. If you have ever volunteered or helped somebody or been on a rescue mission or been through a really bad flood or hurricane or any of the above, when people come together and help each other just to help each other and don't rely on a system to do it, the amount of love that fills that area and reverberates into the universe is astronomical. And this is where we are going. And this is why the 1111 portal, this one in particular, is so special. So I hope everybody joins me in sending love out to the universe, to Mother Earth as she continues her growth process, and call in our higher galactic beings and selves to really make this something so manifest that we can physically see it and experience it and start to talk about it with each other. And I will come back and talk about how that 3D on the left-hand side of the picture is closing. I will do a video specifically for those who are really downtrodden, really hurt, really feel like giving up, suicidal, depressed. I will do a video for you specifically to let you know, do not give up hope. Not now, not now. Oh my, not now. You're so close. We're going to make it. And there are so many strong light workers out here right now. We are just holding space for you like never before. And when one light worker sets an intention, you can affect 100,000 people and even higher amounts, depending on your dimensional beingness. We are in the most spectacular place we have ever been as a human being. And for those who choose to keep going forward, it's going to be an amazing ride. And we are so due, because I honestly can tell you, so many of us are truly exhausted. But that's okay. When we look back, we won't even believe what we have seen. So here's wishing you the most phenomenal portal day. Start prepping. Sometimes what people do is they go outside and they find these things that seem to fall in front of them. For example, one day, I think it was 2 days ago, I got a white feather that just popped right in front of me. And then yesterday in the driveway, there was a black feather. And I picked up some birch and some trees, and I will set up a little area in the place that I am at the moment and create just something to show that I'm bringing the outside in and work from my heart to expand out. All right. I wish you all the most incredible ride with wonderful visions, positive new beginnings. And as always, love you.